In Ohio Country Today, brought to you in part by the following: Koenig Equipment, Allen Davis Insurance Agency, True Point Cooperative, the Ohio Soybean Council, the Ohio Corn Growers, Rural Community Insurance Services, and Poet Biorefining. Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of In Ohio Country Today. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Gary Jackson, and we're on familiar grounds, Gary.
The campus of Wilmington College, Dan, and we've been here under different kinds of weather. A couple of years ago, I think it was close to 200 degrees here, and today is a nice day, sunshiny. Great day to have a food symposium.
Yeah, most definitely. We're here for the annual Food Symposium here on the campus of Wilmington College, located in beautiful Wilmington, Ohio. And we have several stories, not only about the Food Symposium, but students involving their ag program here at the college. And as they like to say, it's the other ag school in the state of Ohio.
Yes, and also some very new programs this year, coming up next year. Some excitement that the students are going to have a chance to tell us all about as we go along in today's program.
I'd like to thank our friend Randy Sarvis here from the college, and we'll have all those stories, your Koenig Care Minute, Allen Davis has news and information, all that and more this week in Ohio Country Today. Allen Davis, business owner, active farmer. Nobody understands farmers' needs better than Allen. For total farm protection, call today.
Allen Davis Insurance and Financial Services. Allen Davis Insurance, your solutions provider.
Hello once again, everybody. On the campus of Wilmington College, it's Food Symposium Day, and we're visiting with the Director of Agriculture at Wilmington College, Monty Anderson. Monty, great day, a great day to eat cake.
That's right. We have, as part of the Food Symposium this year, a cake eating or tasting contest, and it's divided into community division and a student division. So, good day to eat cake.
One of the things I like about Wilmington College in just this contest, that baking contest, is one venue, I suppose we could say. You like to get the community, Wilmington, Clinton County, involved with the students and vice versa.
You bet. The more this feels like home, the happier a student will be. And the more the community feels that this is their home, the happier they are. So it's the best of both worlds.
It's got to be a great time to be Director of Agriculture at Wilmington College. There's so much going on. Some of the new things, sustainability classes, and that's going to expand possibly a little more with next year with the WISE program. You got to be excited in that respect.
Yes, we're all happy. This is it's a good time to be in agriculture, but with the sustainability major coming on board and the new building that we're building next year in agriculture and sciences, it is a great time to be in agriculture.
Well, tell us a little bit about that. You had sort of a groundbreaking back in January. I'm not sure if the shovel made it through the ground when we were having some of that cold weather, but a bigger groundbreaking is just around the corner.
Right. I think when the equipment gets here, will be sometime in July. But some of the temporary buildings that we'll be using, they start renovating in May. And we're excited. It's the original science building we're going back into for office space, and it was taken offline in the early 60s when we moved to Kettering Hall.
You know, Monty, we've had an opportunity to visit with some of your students in the ag department, some of the upperclassmen, a freshman. One of the things that they talk about, especially that freshman, one of the reasons I asked, why did you come to Wilmington College? And he said, hands-on, that hands-on experience. And he talked about the farm here. And that's got to be something that you're proud of. I'm sure that it makes you a little tired at times working out there, but showing the students what to do and showing them the right way has got to be really satisfying as an instructor.
It is, and it's not just the right way, it's getting those students engaged and involved, because we learn by doing. And with those students out there, you learn from them. But there's so many things. We are such a broad curriculum, or agriculture in itself, anything from ag mechanics all the way into GPS and GIS and all the points in between. So it's putting those students and engaging them and having them teach us and we teach them.
I like to say that it's not just for that person that wants to plant the crop and then harvest it, or it's not the person that wants to raise the livestock. We have so much more today than ever before, and I would imagine it's going to only increase faster and faster in the years ahead.
I think you're absolutely right. As we, ramp it up, put everything together, blend this technology in a profitable and economic way, it is changing fast. And we've got a good generation of students ready to take over for us. And they're going to do it. They'll rise to the occasion. It'll be different than what we've known, and we set the bar and they'll raise to it.
Monty, I haven't had the chance on camera to congratulate you for your award at the Ohio Farm Bureau's annual meeting back in December, I think it was, but I'm not sure if I remember exactly the name of the award, but congratulations nonetheless.
You bet. And thanks to you also. I think we both kind of made that day.
Well, some of us, I think, maybe worked a little harder for it. So you are very well deserving. So we've talked a little bit about what is happening here at Wilmington College, and we've just brushed the surface. If folks would like to get a little bit more information, maybe we have some potential students or parents of potential students that would like to get more information, maybe about the ag department or maybe about some of the other departments just interested in Wilmington College. How's the best way for them to do that?
The best way is wilmington.edu, or you can call the 800 number, 800-341-9318. Ask for admissions. They will set everything up. They do just a great job connecting the dots.
Monty Anderson, Director of Agriculture at Wilmington College, our guest. Monty, thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Good to see you.
And stay with us, back with more right after this.
The Koenig Care Minute, brought to you by Koenig Equipment. To maximize your equipment uptime, remember Koenig.
Welcome back to another Koenig Care Minute. My name is Frank Hillenbrand. I'm with the Tip City Koenig Equipment location. Right now is John Deere's annual deer season, now through July 31st. What that means to you is huge savings, special financing offers. Some examples of those are right now the X700 series, which is what they term the Ultimate Series. Garden tractor, there's 0% for 60 months on all of the 700 series units. Also, all the four-wheel steer lawn and garden tractors from the X3, 5, and 7 series, there's an extra $400 off on those, again through July 31st. The time of year it is, everybody's got their compact tractors out doing work around the house and around the farm. Also on those are 0% for 60 months, including a $500 implement bonus with the purchase of 2 or more implements. That's a great savings, great finance offers. Make sure to take advantage of that. Everybody with gators, used gators right now are really in demand. Anybody that has one that's thinking of moving up into a new one, make sure to contact us. We'll come out and take a look at yours, give you a real fair price on it. We also have 0% for 36 months on all new gators. Any commercial mower, commercial cutter out there, Deere has came out with something we've never seen before. Right now on any commercial mowing equipment, from the Z9s to the stand-on units, there are no payments until January of 2015. 0 payments from now till January 15. That's followed by 0% for 36 months. Again, this is something that we've never seen before. It's really a good time to get into a new commercial unit. It's basically going to cost you nothing, no interest, till January 15th, and then you follow that with 36 months at 0%. Make sure to stop in and take advantage of these offers, as well as make sure to visit our service and parts department to get your mower or your gator or your compact tractor up and ready for the season. Again, all commercial mowers, any commercial user, no payments till January 1, 2015 on any commercial mowing product. That's followed by 0% for 36 months. Come in and take advantage of this. This is a great way to kick off your business for the spring. Very low overhead, no interest, 0%, 36 months. For more information, make sure to check out one of our 6 Ohio locations, and you can always visit us on the web at www.koenigequipment.com.
This is Ken Koenig from the Koenig Care Minute, reminding you that if you need parts, service, or product support, or that new equipment, don't hesitate to call us at any one of our locations or visit us on the website at koenigequipment.com.
Hello once again from the campus of Wilmington College. We're visiting with Joel Saladin. Joel is the featured speaker at Food Day at Wilmington College, Food Symposium here. Joel, you're from the Shenandoah Valley area a little bit. You have an ag operation there. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Some people might know that we operate Polyface Farm. We're in the Shenandoah Valley. It's a pasture-based livestock operation where we raise what we call salad bar beef, pigerator pork, pastured poultry, that's eggs, broilers, and turkeys, and pastured rabbits. And we have a lot of woodland. We have a sawmill, so we sell lumber and mill for ourselves as well. And a little bit of horticulture, not a lot, but we enjoy being there on the land and eating our own abundance and sharing it with the neighbors.
Sounds good. Now, some folks here in the Midwest where we have an abundance of corn would say that's pretty hard to do, pasturing all those critters.
We don't have any manure to haul. The animals spread it themselves. We don't have any houses to build, and so all the infrastructure is portable, and that greatly reduces the capitalization costs of being able to get into it. And we think that if we're going to attract the young generation into agriculture, we need entry levels that are low capital rather than high capital, and also infrastructure that is scalable. So you can start with one, and you can cash flow others rather than borrowing all that in. So. There is a little more work on the farm. I would suggest that we're substituting machinery and chemicals and pharmaceuticals for hands-on labor. But if it produces a higher quality product and actually builds soil instead of reducing soil, makes water cleaner instead of polluting, and actually makes a farm that is what we call aesthetically and aromatically sensually romantic. That takes more loving stewards, and it takes a few more hands in the kitchen to pull that off. And as long as they're making good money, hey, it's a great office to work in. And I know a lot of young people who, if they really thought they could make a living farming, would love to actually be on the farm full time.
And I believe, too, that you're a proponent of healthy eating organics and foods like that.
Yes, we certainly promote a more ecological approach to growing things. I'm known for saying the pigness of the pig. We honor and respect the pigness of the pig. We live in a culture that doesn't actually think that respecting the pigness of the pig is important, that the pig is I'm using a pig because they're so lovable, but that a pig is actually an inanimate pile of protoplasmic structure to be manipulated however cleverly hubris can imagine to manipulate it. And the only question is, can we grow it fatter, faster, bigger, cheaper? Our research and our innovation is not about how do we make it more nutritious or more tasty or the texture better, but rather, how do we just grow more piles cheaper? And that has never worked in favor of anything, whether it's cars, boom boxes, clothes, or whatever, to simply try to produce more of it cheaper. That never produces the best quality. And so we're very much into honoring those ecological patterns and the distinctiveness of the pigness of the pig or the tomatoness of the tomato, saying how do the ecological patterns actually work, and how can we use them as a template on a commercial domestic scale and stay true to those ecological patterns.
Well, there surely has been a lot of change over the years, and from my memory, I know that a lot of beef today doesn't taste as good as some of the beef in years gone by, and I tell my kids that sometimes as they're just reaching for a hamburger, and I say that, well, the steak that we used to have had flavor. Now, I'm talking in generalities because we know that there are specific breeds and specific species that have had a lot of advancements over the years. What will be your message to the folks that come to the Food Symposium here at Wilmington College?
Well, it's a multiple pronged message, but a lot of it has to do with honoring the pigness of the pig. That this is, the title is kind of holy cows and hog heaven, and we live in a paradigm in which we take in a country where our orthodoxy is to take a very mechanical view toward life, as opposed to a biological view toward life. The big difference between machines and living things or biological things is that biological things can heal. Machines can't. If a bearing goes out, you can wait all day, you can rest it, you can apologize to it for not lubricating it, you can do all sorts of things, but that bearing is not going to heal. Living things heal. And so and the earth, I would suggest is a living thing in that respect. And the fact that we have, created 700 riparian dead zones in the U.S. with our quote-unquote efficient agriculture should give us pause that the collateral damage of a mechanical view toward life is that we cause problems ecologically or in health or economically, in that the average farmer is now 60 years old and young people are not as attracted to farming now. That's a scary thing that a society would have that few people involved with their food. In fact, and this is not just about farming, it's about consumers as well, to appreciate that you can't have an integrity food system without participating in that system. And so, we've grown up now a couple of generations away from the idea that, just let the food processors take care of your food and everything will be well. And now we're starting to see the health consequences of shortcuts, of nutrient shortcuts in food. And so, we have a food culture now that, our research is about how to make food stable and sterile. Well, we're not sterile. We have 3 trillion members, bacteria inside our intestines, our digestive system. In fact, Massachusetts Institute of Technology says that we're only 15% human. We're 85% not human. And so it's that life that we need to think about. Does that life, do all those 3 trillion critters, do they really want Velveeta cheese and things that won't rot? If it won't rot, it won't decompose. And so it's those kinds of things that we need to build a connection to as we all understand our profound dependency on this ecological nest we inhabit.
So we need to keep an open mind to education and anything that is out there that we can better our existence.
Well, yeah, and we need to, I think, as consumers, we need to appreciate that we need to begin participating in our food system. We can't be a lot more knowledgeable about Hollywood celebrity culture than we are what we're going to eat tonight. We can't just snap our fingers and assume that somebody else is going to watch out for our welfare. Somewhere along the line, we have to watch the bank account. We have to watch the kids. We have to watch the food. And it's that message that I will present tonight. And what I see then is when we build those kinds of bridges and alliances, farmers actually don't feel isolated anymore. They now get surrounded by a loyal clientele of people of support and encouragement and inspiration for the farmer, of customers and people who want the farmers to be successful. And that's a really exciting place to be as a farmer.
Joel, for farmers or anyone to get involved and get to know a little bit more about you and your philosophy, how's the best way for them to go about doing that?
Well, we certainly have a very active website. It's got a lot of stuff on there, from YouTube clips to information about the farm. Polyfacefarms.com. Just Google it. If you just put Polyface, Polyface, by the time you get there, it'll pop up as a Google thing, and you'll be led there to plenty of links and things to find out more.
We've been visiting with Joel Salatin, and he's been at Wilmington College's Food Symposium talking about Beyond Nutrition, Rethinking Our Relationship with Food. If you'd like more information, you can contact Wilmington College at www.wilmington.edu. Joel, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Back with more right after this.
Alan Davis, business owner, active farmer. Nobody understands farmers' needs better than Alan. For total farm protection, call today.
Alan Davis Insurance and Financial Services. Alan Davis Insurance, your solutions provider.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to In Ohio Country today from the house that's soy built. We're joined once again with our good friend Rob Jostling from Sydney, Ohio. Rob, how are you doing today?
Great. Pleased to be here.
It's excellent to have you here, especially during this time of the year where the most important topic concerning farmers across America, especially here in Ohio, is the Farm Bill. And you just happen to be the chair of a task force from the American Soybean Association. So tell us about what's happening on your dinner plate there.
Well, sitting here thinking about this over the last few seconds, I come to mind is there's a child's movie I think called The Never Ending Story, and I think that's appropriate for the Farm Bill right now. We've been working on this at American Soybean Association, been working on this for over 3 years, and I really believe that we need all you listeners need to get on the phone and call their elected officials. We need the certainty of a 5-year Farm Bill, and another extension I believe is very inappropriate for our industry.
Rob, one of the things that impresses me is that when they look for guys to be on these task force, they're like you. They are soybean farmers. You guys have your boots on the ground in your field and your hands in the dirt. And you know firsthand how important it is to have those safety nets. And right now, that kind of confusion is a difficult thing for most of our farmers to deal with. So on a personal basis, as a farmer, what does this mean to you?
Well, you're exactly right. ASA and Ohio Soybean Association, we're all volunteer members of the board, and I hope somebody gets on soyohio.com and join if they're already joined. Your checkoff money cannot be used for the membership, for the policy work that American Soybean Association does. But very simply, the safety net of what we call the Title I, the acre program, the price loss program, that's only part of it. We have conservation, we have an energy component, we have the trade issues. All those are part of the Farm Bill, and I think that's very important. And those will expire at the end of September, and I think we need that certainty of a 5-year Farm Bill.
Rob, I'd like to mention somebody who was near and dear and a great supporter of In Ohio Country today, Bill Berg, who was a longtime supporter of the Ohio Soybean Council and various organizations, has passed away, and Bill was one of those strong voices that got out there and really wanted to tell each farmer how important it was to be active and to participate actively in these types of organizations because it's only for their benefit.
Bill was a good friend from Walk Park, Ohio, and I think I would be remiss to not use this opportunity to remind people he was killed in a farm accident. And I think this time of year, I think it's very important for people to realize that we are in dangerous business. But Bill, exactly right. He was an advocate. He was very involved on corn growers and a good supporter of the work that American Soybean Association does. And it's a loss for our industry to lose a leader like Bill.
Yeah, he was a terrific guy and a terrific voice for agriculture here in Ohio. And again, during this harvest season, we want to remind everybody to be safe out there. But the key thing that we don't want people to forget, that Bill wouldn't want you to forget, is to stay active and to get involved. So if people want to get involved, once again, Rob, where do they go?
Well, soyohio.com, soygrowers.com is ASA's website, and also that's how you can join and support the policy work that Ohio Soybean Association, American Soybean Association does. But don't forget to the ASA's website, soygrowers.com, has a link that you can email or call your elected officials. We need both. We need your membership voice, and we need your political voice speaking up for our industry.
Rob Jostling has been our guest. Once again, Rob, always nice to have you with us. And if you want more information, always check us out on the web, too, at InOhioCountry.com.
Big Oil presents Mr. Slick and Dummy.
Do you know what the RFS is, dummy? It's the Renewable Fuel Standard. It requires the oil companies to blend renewable fuels with their gasoline.
And that's real bad, right?
Yeah, for Big Oil, because it means we use less oil and more renewable, dummy.
Why doesn't Big Oil want you to know the RFS is good for America? You're no dummy. Don't let the oil industry treat you like one.
Hey, that's going to do it for this week's edition of In Ohio Country Today from the beautiful campus of Wilmington College here in Wilmington, Ohio, Gary.
Dan, and how much cake is there in there? It was a good day. We learned an awful lot about some of the new programs here on the campus, some of the new facilities that are going to be coming on as Wilmington College grows, and sort of a hidden treasure for those people that want to look at not only agriculture, but sports and the Peace Corps we found out, and some other things as well. We'll be telling you all about that.
You know, it's really exciting, too, that when you have a campus of this size, to know that they're reinvesting back into facilities and, again, trying to stay on the most modern trends, if you will, by providing facilities for not only their academic but their athletic programs.
It is, and when you have a school this size, a lot of times you don't realize some of the hidden kinds of positives, if you will, and here at Wilmington College, no titles. Everybody knows everybody by their first name, and that's sort of nice.
Yeah, it's very exciting, and they have an incredible ag program here, as you well know, and we've shared with you today, and we'll continue to share with you in the future. If you want more information about Wilmington College, you can check them out on the web at wilmington.edu, or check us out on the web, and we'll have a link to them at InOhioCountry.com. Have a good day, everybody.